I am. He's an off-duty cop. Okay, well, I'm just explaining what's happening. He has his gun drawn to the guy. We're not hearing.
You've been on my ass. How did I almost hit you? Reckless driving as well. So, man, this guy pulled a gun on me just because I'm on the phone. I'm a road rage issue. I must have been the
WSMV.com gives us this morning's story. An off-duty Deckard police officer was arrested in a case of road rage in Murfreesboro on Sunday night after he allegedly pointed his gun at a driver, according to court documents. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office said Matthew Ward of Murfreesboro has been charged with aggravated assault for an incident on Interstate 24.
this guy's putting on the ground.
I'm Tracker Alert. A dramatic video tonight showing the moment an off-duty officer pulls a gun on another driver in a heated act of road rage. That officer has since resigned and is now facing charges. This happening in the Murfreesboro community.
Investigators say Ward was off-duty Sunday night when he saw a driver speeding on I-24 in Rutherford County. He motioned for the man to slow down and continued to follow him to this corner just off Medical Center Parkway. That's when deputies say he pointed his department-issued handgun toward the driver, ordering him to lay on the ground. Ward was in his personal vehicle.
The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office said Ward saw Ilya Kovalchuk speeding on I-24 on Sunday. The officer displayed his police badge and signaled for Kovalchuk to slow down.
It makes me sad. It makes me sad. I worked in law enforcement for a lot of years, and I know there are good and bad in all professions, but I choose to believe that most of them are outstanding men that want to serve our community.
Ward was initially suspended from the Deckard Police Department without pay, but later resigned.
He overreacted. It's tough, but you got to learn not to get so upset so quick.
Deputy said Ward and Kovalchuk exchanged words, and Ward pursued the car at 120 miles per hour on I-24.
Investigators have not yet released exactly what sparked this incident, but we do know it ended in a high-speed chase and a gun being pulled on the victim.
Not even from this area.
Cell phone video shows how it all unfolded. A man with his weapon drawn, yelling at another driver.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Police!
Come to find out, the man with the handgun is 31-year-old Matthew Ward, a then Deckard police officer.
911, what's the actual emergency?
I'm on Shiloh and Medical Center. There's a guy with a gun drawn right here in a Holiday Inn. He's pointing at a man. He's screaming at him right now.
Witnesses caught much of the Sunday night exchange on camera.
Per Rutherford County Sheriff Patrol Corporal William Travis in a news release, Ward drew his Deckard-issued handgun and pointed it at Mr. Kovalchuk while ordering him to lay on the ground. Deckard Mayor Michael Gillespie told News 4 that Ward was allowed to resign after his arrest. Ward was arrested and released on a $5,000 bond.
But according to a Rutherford County police report, the former officer told deputies he was reacting to how fast the victim was driving on I-24.
Everybody's a little bit stressed right now, but like, chill out. That's a little excessive.
And you see that on shows, and it seems like you see it on a show, and that's really extreme. But then when it's here in your hometown, you're like, wow, I really should be looking both ways, in a sense.
Ward has been arrested and charged with aggravated assault. He has since been released.
Ward now faces a charge of aggravated assault. He is set to go through court in October.
So you gotta love the, people talk about white privilege. Let's talk about blue privilege. Blue privilege. Pulls a gun on a guy. And, well, he's just a cop that went wrong. We're just going to let him resign, go his way. He wasn't terminated or fired. Isn't that what he did? His own car, pulled a gun on a guy for speeding in regular clothes, off duty. How many departmental policies do we think this guy might have broken? But he's not fired. Nope, he's allowed to resign. You can go your way. Bye-bye. Go be a cop somewhere else, dude. They should pull his law enforcement license like that. He should no longer be certified as a law enforcement officer anywhere in the USA. But no, he'll show up as a cop somewhere else and they'll go, oh yeah, this guy's a good cop. He pulls his gun on a lot of people. Quick, we want him. Now it's in Tennessee. He'll probably cross state lines and end up in Louisville. What do you guys think? He'll be working Louisville Metro in no time. But, you know, here it is again, just a guy who thinks I have a badge, I'm a cop, I'll do what I want, I'm going to catch this guy, he's speeding, how dare he insult me by speeding on the freeway? Shoot, in California, he'd be pulling half the drivers over in a day. It's ridiculous, man. But yet, again, the blue privilege, now I understand that he's been charged and that on October 27th of this year he has to go to court. I understand all of that. But if you or I did that, a non-Leo, not only would our job fire us, but we'd be in jail waiting bail. What the hell? Yeah, I'm Dr. Seuss. So it just blows my mind how these cops do this crap, and it's just like, we're going to let you resign, buddy. Goodbye. Go out the door. That was either a ghost that you just saw or dust in the air. If you saw that. But I want to know what you all think about this. Should the guy have just been allowed to resign because he has been charged, or should he have been fired? Very interesting. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers, to include idiots that pull guns on people for just driving too fast in Murfreesboro area of Tennessee.